Hello everyone! Today, we're going to be talking about Booleans in Python. Now, Booleans are a fundamental part of programming, and understanding them can really boost your coding skills. So let's get started. First things first, what exactly are Booleans? Well, in Python, a Boolean is a data type that can have one of two values, either true or false. It's used to represent the truth value of an expression. So think of Booleans as the answers to yes or no questions in your code. For example, is 5 greater than 3? Well, the answer is yes. So it is true. Now, Booleans are often used in comparisons. So let's look at some examples. We're going to type 3 examples using comparisons or operators. So let's print 5 is greater than 3. So when I click run, it is going to say true. Why? Well, because 5 is indeed greater than 3. Now, instead of greater than, what if I put double equal to? Well, if we click run, it is going to say false, because 5 is not equal to 3. Now, to instantiate equal to, we use two equal signs. So let's move on to the third example. Instead of double equal to, we're going to say is less than and then equal. Now, if we click run, it is going to say false, because in order to be true, it needs two things. 3 needs to be greater than 5, which is not the case, or it needs to be equal to. 5 and 3 are not equal, so it is going to print out false. If one of these two criteria are false, it is going to print out automatically false. Now, in these examples, we use comparison operators to compare values. The result is always a Boolean, either true or false. Next up, let's talk about logic operators. These operators allow us to combine multiple Boolean expressions. So let's create 3 examples again. We're going to print out true and false. So what does this do? Well, first of all, as you can see over here, we can directly print out true or false. So if we click run, this is going to give us false. Why? Well, when there is a case of true and false both at the same time, it is automatically going to print out false, because that is the rule. So let's move on to the next example. Instead of and, which is an operator, we can use or. So it is going to say true or false. So now when we click run, it is going to print out true. The or operator returns true if at least one expression is true. Now over here with the and operator returns true only if both expressions are true. Notice the difference. Now let's do another one. Over here, let's do not true. Now if you know English, not true must already give you a clue. So if you click run, it's going to print out false, because over here, as it reads in English, it says do not print true. Great. So the not operator simply inverts the Boolean value. So let's put this into a practical example. So imagine we have a simple login system like we have here. I have 4 variables. First is username, which takes in the username, and password, which takes in the password. Now let's say the user inputted a username and a password, and as you can see over here. Now, we want to find out if the username and the username given, same thing with the password, are equal. So how can we do it? Now if you want, you can pause this video and do it by yourself. If not, I'll continue with the answer. So there are a lot of ways to get to the answer, but this is one of them. So over here, we can do print, parentheses, and then username equal to entered username. Now, we're going to put an AND operator, and then do the same thing with the password. Great! So now, when we click run, it is going to output true, because all of these variables are equal. But if we just do one wrong, we forgot to put an S and we click run, it is going to print out false. Great! So here we check if both the username and password are correct using the AND operator. If both conditions are met, well, it'll be true. And there you have it, a quick overview of Booleans in Python. Now, Booleans are incredibly useful for making decisions in your code. If you've enjoyed this video, check out my website codefundamental.com. So thanks for watching and keep coding!